game, you have to feel like you've had success.
Hamilton starts out with a strike. Down low, 1-1. What has been the key for Casey Hamilton this season?
Yeah, typically she's going to throw rise curve, kind of stay up in the zone. She struggled to find her off speed this year. We'll see if she mixes that into this game. She just did there, so she shows it early to try to keep Texas off balance. And really, I think that's what the key was yesterday, was showing that off speed just so they know there is one and they can throw it.
Hamilton heading the count 1-2. Just outside 2-2. Did not go. So it'll be a full count now to Maloney. Strike 3 called. Good pitch from Hamilton.
Hamilton's going to come inside, which she hasn't done most of the at-bat, and really just freezes Maloney. That's a great pitch location at the knees. Good spot by Casey Hamilton.
So here's Mia Scott, who did the damage with a 2-run home run. She doubled on Friday night as well. Strike from Hamilton.
Mia Scott, she's so talented in many different ways. She hits a home run last night, but she shows bunt there just to show the Kansas defense.
Outside 1-1. Strike called, 1-2. Scott watches that one go by, 2-2. Hamilton allowing hitters just a .231 average this year. This is their full count now to Mia Scott.
And I think the key for Hamilton would just be to get ahead and stay ahead against these Texas batters. They have so much power. You don't want to get behind in counts, which she has done well at the beginning of this game.
Through the infield and into left field for a base hit. Mia Scott remains hot.
Mia Scott's third hit of the series. She goes well the opposite way, extends her hand and drives that ball into left field. Good piece of hitting.
So there's Vivi Martinez, the shortstop. Had a double on Friday night. Texas very aggressive on the bases. Moore keeps that one in front of her, 1-0. Back 1-1. Strike from Hamilton, 1-2.
I think what you've seen early in this game compared to last night, the zone might be a little bit bigger. With 2 strikes, you're going to have to protect as much as you can.
Up high. In the center field, Angela Price there to make the catch. 2 away.
Good job by Angela Price. She really just sat on that ball, made a great read for the second out of the inning.
And here's Reese Atwood, who was held hitless on Friday night. I don't know if that's good news for the Jayhawks on Saturday or not. We watched her put on a pretty good display during batting practice. And I know it's batting practice, but 5 monster home runs in a row during batting practice. One of them about a third of the way up in the light pole in left field. She looked like a woman on a mission.
Yeah, she squared up 5 balls in batting practice, one right after the other. I will say Kansas stayed away from her. It seemed like their plan was to stay at the knees, go low and outside. We'll see if that plan remains the same today.
Hamilton looks in and delivers. Got under that one into center field. Price calling for it and makes the catch. Longhorns leave 1 aboard the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
What can we expect out of Mac Morgan?
Mac Morgan's going to remain down. She's going to rely on her defense, get ground balls. Last night, we saw Kansas ground out a few times. They'll have to make an adjustment, try to get their barrels underneath the ball.
Mac Morgan, in fact, got 6 ground outs, gave up 1 hit in the 2 innings she faced the Jayhawks, and starts Limbaugh off with a strike.
Limbaugh comes to the plate today, currently on a 10-game hitting streak with a hit yesterday.
Slaps it. Martinez, a long throw, not in time. Limbaugh has good speed. And just as she started off Friday night, Limbaugh has a leadoff hit.
You can count the hitting streak up to 11 now. She just slaps it over to short, beats it down the line, and for Kansas, getting your leadoff batter on, that's exactly what you want to see.
Here's Linduff. Lets that one pass, 1-0.
The Texas defense is going to be in here. They're expecting Linduff to bunt. Mia Scott is way in at third base.
Right back to Morgan, who immediately goes to first. Runner is advanced. And there's 1 down. For Lyric Moore, or the pair of walks on Friday night. A real RBI threat in this Kansas lineup. Looks to the strike from Mac Morgan.
You want to see if Kansas can take advantage early of getting these runners that are in scoring position home, which is what they've struggled with in past games.
Left a few on base on Friday night, didn't they?
I believe 7.
Inside. 1-2 now to Lyric Moore, the catcher. Haley Kripe on deck.
And you can see the center fielder for Texas is way to the right.
Swing and a miss. Moore goes down swinging, a throw to first base in time.
They're going to go outside with a drop ball to Lyric Moore. Great pitch by Mac Morgan.
So 2 away for Haley Kripe. Looking for her first hit of the series. Strike from Morgan. It's kind of a no-nonsense approach from Mac Morgan, isn't there?
Yeah.
Give the ball, let's go.
She's here to do one job, and it's to get ground outs. She's going to stay around the zone. She's going to stay down. There's really no questioning what she's going to throw. And with Haley Kripe, you try to want to shorten up here. She does lead the team in RBIs.
Down the first base line, but foul. You were giving me a little bit of a hitting clinic before the game. How you approach this when you know that ball is going to be down and low. What's your approach?
Yeah, there's one of two things, you know. Mac Morgan throws hard, so a lot of hitters are going to stay in the back of the box. You can scoot up in the box, but that's going to speed up your timing, which a lot of hitters don't want to do. Your next is to drop your barrel as much as you can on that drop ball and do exactly opposite of what Kavan was throwing last night, which is rise curve. And so I think you have to make that adjustment and drop the barrel as much as you can to try to lift that drop ball.
Two and two now to the Kansas shortstop. Pounded into the dirt, foul. She has to be the infielder's friend, though, right? A lot of action when Mac Morgan is pitching.
Absolutely. You have to be ready for the ball when she's throwing.
Right. Lays off that one. Full count now with 2 down. Presley Limbaugh at second base. Into right field. Maloney at the wall. Can't hang on. A run will score. Kripe heads to third. And the Jayhawks have a 1-0 lead. Great effort from Ashton Maloney, who had it for a second, but crashed into the wall and the ball popped out.
That's a great effort by Ashton Maloney. She was there, the ball's in her glove. But Haley Kripe takes advantage. Mac Morgan elevates up in the zone. Haley Kripe takes advantage of it and drives it the opposite way.
So now a runner at third for Olivia Bruno. Bruno with that 2-run home run. As we said, her second of the week. Back-to-back strikes. Would be big for this Kansas offense when Olivia Bruno heats up. Too far inside 1-2. Two and two.
And I think Kansas is doing a really good job right now, and they really have the whole series of seeing more pitches, taking those counts into longer ones. to make her throw as much as she can.
Strike 3 called, second strikeout. Casey Hamilton opens the top of the second with a strike and a 1-0 lead. Haley Kripe with that blaster right field. Ashley Maloney made a nice effort. And it looked like she had it in her glove until it crashed into the wall. Popped out and brought a run home. Side 1-1.
Yeah, and you have to think for Texas, they've been planning for Hamilton all week. She's thrown 137 innings this year for Kansas, and you've got to stick to your game plan as Texas, as I'm sure they prepared all week long to see her.
And possibly thought they would see her on Friday. Kansas threw Lizzie Ludwig, and Ludwig pitched well.
She did throw well. I think it was a surprise to everyone, you and me included.
Fouled back as a hitter, obviously in a 3-game series. You could see a pitcher twice, perhaps. But how do you change your mindset on who you saw last night into today? Obviously, you've had a night's sleep to think about it, but then you get back into the mode of, okay, today it's Hamilton. We've got to get back to our game plan that we were thinking that we would see the lefty.
Yeah, I think you got to reset. You know, the game is, I'm sure they have multiple videos on each pitcher. They've seen their swings against them, and a lot of them have seen Casey before. And so I think you have to revisit those at-bats from the past years and kind of see what those tendencies are.
2-2 pitch to Washington. 3-2. Fouled back again.
With that foul ball, I'm pretty sure at Arocha Ballpark, if you return a softball, you get a Chick-fil-A entree. I don't know if one's going to land in the box, but I'm not opposed to Chick-fil-A.
You have to fight me for it, okay? She's feeding the whole section over here.
Absolutely.
Down the first
What's
base
that,
side.
foul ball number 3?
Yeah. Into left field. Limbaugh started back, then comes forward, makes the catch, 1 down.
You wonder if Limbaugh struggled there for a second. You saw she was sitting there waiting, but then she ran in on that. You wonder if she might have lost it in the sun a little bit.
Wind kind of coming in from left field and across to right as Katie Stewart, the first baseman, steps in. Stewart with a pair of hits on Friday night.
You see Casey is trying to stay outside on these hitters early in the game.
Outside 1-1. This is with the off speed, 2-1.
Good job by Stewart there. You know, Mike White said earlier this week, she's still learning the game. She chases a little bit, which she gets herself in trouble, but she holds off there on that off speed, which is good to see.
Plays off the high one, 3-1 now. Stewart draws the walk. One down now for Jolie Mitchell.
The designated player, number 9, Jolie Mitchell.
Mitchell had a pair of walks on Friday night. The short right field. Tough play. Linduff makes the gather and throws to second. Kind of a no-win for Katie Stewart. She was waiting to see if that ball was going to be caught, and when it dropped, she was halfway between.
Yeah, for Katie Stewart, she's kind of got to get halfway between first and second. It's in no man's land. Linduff does a nice job of picking it up and going straight to 2. Really nothing Stewart could do there, as she's got to see the ball hit the turf.
Caden Henry steps in. We saw Linduff make a nice play on a ball on Friday night and doubled up a runner at first for a beautiful double play. This is perfectly placed between Rozak and Linduff. In fact, she made that play on Caden Henry. 0-2 now. Hit hard to right field, curling foul. That looked foul, but the umpire down the first base line, I think, signaled home run.
You got a question here. Lyric Moore is right behind home plate. She thinks it's foul. The umpire down the first base line says it's a home run. Caden Henry squares that ball up.
That umpire is right down the line. From our vantage point, it looked like it was curling foul, and Jen McFalls is asking for an explanation.
Jennifer McFalls is not happy. I'm sure she doesn't want to use a challenge this early in the game. She's having them discuss it. And I'm not.
Okay, now that, well, no, Mitchell does retouch second base. So I don't believe that is an issue. It's going to stand as a home run for Caden Henry.
But does she come out of the baseline is my question. Is that an argument? I believe Jennifer McFalls might have gotten a warning on that.
Does it matter that she retouched second base though after coming out of the base path and going back to second?
You do have to retouch the base, but my argument would be, is she out of the baseline when she cut across?
Good point. It's going to stand as a home run and a 2-1 Texas lead.
And really, there was no discussion with all of the umpires. They kind of had a short little chat about it. And
that wind blowing from left to right, left field to right field, and it was pushing the ball towards foul territory. And again, we are not directly down that right field line. Chelsea Clark, the first base umpire, has the best view of that. Outside 3-1. That was Henry's 7th home run of the season. And gives the Longhorns the lead. That one taken into left field. Limbaugh retreats, makes the catch. Well, it was a Texas home run in the top of the second by Caden Henry. Ferrer fouled on that right field line. You see the ball drop there. It was high and curling around that right field line. You can see it looked like Linda raising her hands like, I thought that was foul.
Really good piece of hitting by Henry, especially with an 0-2 count.
Campbell Bagshaw. Sophomore steps in. Bagshaw with those 2 hits on Friday night. Fouled away. Stay loose in the Texas dugout. One and two now to the Kansas leadoff hitter here in the second. Back into center field. Bagshaw stays hot. Another base hit.
You can see here Campbell Bagshaw is going to take advantage of a pitch that's elevated. It's inside. She keeps her hands inside the ball, drives it up the middle for her 3rd hit of the series.
Ashlyn Anderson squares the bunt, pulls it back. Runner's going to go. Bagshaw safe at second. She's heading to third. Well, even better than a bunt for the Jayhawks. We'll have a runner at third with nobody out. And Ashlyn Anderson will be able to swing away.
Ashlyn Anderson squares to bunt. The catcher bobbles it. Bagshaw doesn't hesitate, immediately takes second and then takes third on the bobble into the outfield. And the Jayhawks have a runner at third and no outs.
So now it's Kansas aggressive on the base paths. So Texas in tight now. Ashlyn Anderson. Looks at ball 2. Strike 1.
As the Texas defense, as we chatted about earlier, you have to think that you're going to get a ground ball there.
There's a ground ball. Martinez looks the runner back, makes the play at first, 1 down. Does this play into Texas's favor that you're going to get a ground ball pitcher with a runner at third base now?
Yeah, I think it definitely does. They want to keep the ball in the infield. They don't want balls to be elevated for RBIs into the outfield, and Mac Morgan does a nice job there.
Sarah Rozak swings at strike 1. Rozak with a good bunt on Friday night and a sacrifice. Looks at one inside, 1-1.
For the Kansas hitters, you have to be willing to do anything you can here to get this run in at third base.
Swing and a miss.
If I'm Rozak, I'm stepping out of the box here, refocusing, shortening up, doing everything that I possibly can to make contact.
Tried to hold back. Strike called. Strikeout number 3 for Mac Morgan.
Mac Morgan does a nice job there. She stays inside the whole entire time on Rozak. She spots the ball right on the inside part of the plate.
Angela Price now the center fielder. Looks at ball 1. Price on base once on Friday night. Hit by a pitch. One and one. Now it's 2 strikes. Two and two. Full count now. The Kansas center fielder.
Mac Morgan.
Limbaugh, the leadoff hitter, on deck.
Yeah, Mac Morgan, she's done a nice job of really just pounding the ball inside to these hitters. And then she comes outside there for a different look.
Back inside, fouled away. Right back. The pitcher Morgan over to first. Kansas leaves Bagshaw at third base. Morgan works around the trouble. Maloney leads things off for Texas here in the top of the third, the leadoff hitter. Caught looking in the first inning. Set one into the ground and beats it out. Base hit for Maloney. Her first of the series.
That's a hard play for anybody to make against Maloney with her speed. She takes advantage of pushing the ball right down the first base line and beats it out for a hit.
So the dangerous Mia Scott steps in. Base hit in the first, home run on Friday night. That's at strike 1.
You see the green ribbon and Casey Hamilton's hair there. It's Beak the Stigma Day here at Arocha Ballpark, which is mental health awareness.
Scott swings through it. 0-2 now.
Both teams supporting this cause.
Great play from Kripe at short. Throw to first, not in time. But Kripe with a great grab on the shot from Mia Scott.
It looks to me like Hamilton's going to go off speed here. Mia Scott does a nice job of driving the ball the opposite way, but a great play by Haley Kripe and really stays down to make as quick of a throw as possible to get Maloney in at first.
So it's Vivian Martinez for the Longhorns with one down. Looks at one outside. Martinez flew out to center field her first time up. One and one. Up high, 2-1. Good job from Lyric Moore to keep that in front. 3-1. The number 3 hitter, Reese Atwood, on deck.
And I think with Hamilton, you have to be smart here. 3-1 count against Vivi Martinez. This is a hitter's count. You have to be careful with your pitch placement.
On the ground, Ashlyn Anderson with a nice play. Gets the lead runner at second base. And the Jayhawks flashing the leather.
That's a great play by Ashlyn Anderson. This ball's hit hard, but she goes into the 5-6 hole to keep that from being a base hit and makes the play to second base.
So 2 away for Reese Atwood, who's still looking for her first hit of this series. We both looked at each other after her last at bat because she had a big swing on a pitch that I think she wanted back. And popped it up into the hands of Angela Price in center field.
Yeah, they've been going low and away from her, and Casey Hamilton elevated one time, and she just missed it for a fly out to center field. It's one she definitely wanted back.
Atwood with 61 runs driven in this season. That one up high, 2-0. Hit hard to center field. Price turns around and watches it sail into the trees. Reese Atwood with RBIs number 62 and 63.
Atwood is going to take advantage of a 2-0 hitters count here. She's green light all the way. Casey Hamilton's just going to elevate a little bit, middle outside, and Reese Atwood takes it right back where it comes from for a home run.
We talked about her display during batting practice. And again, I realize it's batting practice, but you can see the power and just the effortless power that she has at the plate. It's really impressive. Alyssa Washington steps in now. Flew out to left her first time up.
And she's just so in tune with her body and her stance, what she needs to correct pitch by pitch, watching her in batting practice, and it definitely shows.
Into center field, Price drifts back, makes the catch. Side is retired, but not before Texas adds 2. The Kansas order to lead things off. Facing Mac Morgan. Strike 1. Well, Reese Atwood is just on a tear, and we're talking about RBIs, and she was at 50 RBIs with less than 100 plate appearances. Just let that rattle around for just a second. That's driving in a run every other at bat, or better than that, actually. That's a pretty impressive pace.
Yeah, she has 63 on the season. I think the next hitter for Texas in their lineup has around 32, 33.
On the ground, Washington over to first, one down. And Atwood is climbing the ranks of the greats of Texas hitting, is she not?
Yes, she is just 3 away from the program's single season record, tying it. She would be one of 3 Texas student athletes in program history to drive in 60 or more runs.
And so Linda steps in, grounded back to the pitcher in the first inning. On the ground, scooped up by Katie Stewart. They're 2 away. And now it's the number 3 hitter, Lyric Moore. Struck out in the first inning.
Mac Morgan has done a great job of eliminating multiple things happening in a row. She's given up a few hits, but she really has spotted the ball well. She's keeping the ball in the infield and letting her defense work.
Haley Kripe, really the only Kansas hitter to get one squared up on her, and took it deep to right center field. Kripe is on deck. 3-0 to Lyric Moore. Strike 3-1.
You're always curious in a 3-0 count. Your number 3 hitter up, if she's having the take signal or if she's green light there. And clearly Lyric Moore was taking all the way on that 3-0 pitch.
Mia Scott makes the play. The throw to first is in time. And the top of the Kansas order goes 1-2-3. Off speed from Hamilton for a strike.
Something you don't see from Hamilton often is leading things off with the off-speed pitch. She's going to continue to battle. In her 20 starts, she's thrown 17 complete games.
That hit hard to left field. Limbaugh underneath it. There's one down. Wind blowing in a little harder now from left field. And then held that ball up a little bit.
Hamilton using that wind to her advantage. You feel like Stewart really squared that ball up pretty well, and it almost like it just hits a wall out there in left field and stops.
Two-0 to Jolie Mitchell. Singled in the second inning. Into left field. Limbaugh makes a play on that one as well. 2 down.
The center fielder, Caden Henry.
There's Caden Henry, who got things started for the Longhorns in the second with a 2-run homer down the right field line.
Henry, the triple threat. She doesn't slap very often. She will show bunt. She likes to stand in and swing. You wonder if with that home run, if she's like, I'm totally swinging now all the time.
It was a high towering shot down the right field line that just curled around the fair pole. Off speed, gets her. Bagshaw makes the play at first. And Texas goes 1-2-3. Weekend series will have the final game Sunday, 12 o'clock, right here on Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus. Haley Kripe swings at the first pitch. Juggled between 2 Longhorns. Reese Atwood had it for a second. Mia Scott was there for the follow-up. But that ball is going to find the ground, and Haley Kripe will get another chance.
Yeah, and you wonder if that's a communication error there. With Mia Scott coming in, you'd like for her to take that ball. That's a hard play for Reese Atwood to make, and she was calling for it. I just don't think Atwood really wanted to come off of it, and Kripe gets a second crack at it.
Kripe makes the most of it, takes us deep to left center field, and gone! Second chance for Haley Kripe. And it's 4-2 Texas.
You can tell Haley Kripe has made some adjustments. She squares the ball up. It's up in the zone. She takes it out to left field. It might not have been her day yesterday, but she's made up for it today, and she's swinging it well.
That goes nicely with her triple in the first inning. And now Olivia Bruno, who has home run power. Bruno caught looking in the first inning. Looks a ball 1 here.
And again, chatting very similar to yesterday. Both teams have 4 hits.
We hear coaches talk about giving teams extra outs, but it's not very often you see it on the very next pitch that it comes back to haunt you.
Yeah, I'm sure Atwood and Scott want that one back.
Strike called. 3-1 now to Olivia Bruno. Got a 2-run homer on Friday night.
Bruno did a nice job yesterday of being aggressive. You'd like to see her do that today if the ball's in the zone.
Right back. Mac Morgan over to first. 1 away.
The first baseman, Campbell Bagshaw.
Campbell Bagshaw's had a nice series. 2 hits on Friday night. A hit in the second.
She wants to stay in the game.
Facing Bagshaw. Into right field. Maloney drifts back. Makes the catch. 2 away.
The third baseman,
Ashlyn Anderson grounded out to short in the second inning. Down low, 1-0. Strike called, 1-1. Anderson looking for her first hit of the series. A sacrifice on Friday night. Into center field. Henry has it. And the Jayhawks are retired, but the 5th inning. She flew out to left. Back in the 2nd. Facing Casey Hamilton.
Dayton has good speed. She squares there just to keep the Kansas defense on their toes. She can hit as well.
Strike called, 1-1. Got away from Hamilton, 2-1. Fouled back. Eric Moore watched it bounce off our roof. I think that was our chicken sandwich right there.
Yeah, I heard it hit right above us.
2-2 pitch now to the left fielder. Top of the order coming up next.
Hamilton has mixed off speed more in this game than really she has a lot of the season.
This is inside. Bella Dayton draws a walk. So now it's Ashton Maloney, top of the order. Reached on an infield hit in the 3rd.
Really nice job by Bella Dayton to take that count, 3-2, and find the walk. She's 8 for 8 in stolen base attempts. Be curious to see what Texas does here.
Runner does not go, ball 1. Maloney from nearby Liberty High School on the Missouri side. Probably just over an hour away. Squares goes through. 1-1. Down low. 2-1. Swing and a miss, runner goes, throw to second. Safe. Bella Dayton with a split there. Make sure she's okay. Keep her foot on the bag.
Looks like she slides past the back. She barely gets her toe back on the base. And you could see Kripe there says, my bad. I think she might have missed the tag. A good throw by Lyric Moore.
2-2 count now with the runner in scoring position. Outside full to Ashton Maloney.
Now you see these Texas hitters are doing a good job of seeing more pitches. Another 3-2 count.
Maloney fights that one off. Down the third base line, just running out of room for Ashlyn Anderson. Swing and a miss. Ball goes all the way to the backstop. Maloney is at first, heading for second. She's safe. Runner comes home. Texas manufactures a run.
Again, you
on a
see
strikeout.
Texas takes advantage with really well base running. Casey Hamilton gets the strikeout, but Lyric Moore lets the ball go past her, and with no hesitation, she just continues to run to second and draws the throw, which allows Bella Dayton to come home. They have been so good on the base paths this weekend, and
outside 1-1.
I think if you're Kansas here, you know, you got to find a way to get an out. Eliminate the bleeding.
Scott did offer 1-2. Two and two. Just misses outside, and see the third base umpire pointing to his wrist like his watch. Was that a... It's a 3-2 count now.
I'm not sure what that was. That pitch was really close to the strike zone, though.
On the ground, past first base. Runner around third will score. An RBI for Mia Scott.
Mia Scott gets around that ball, drives it into right field to bring in Ashton Maloney, and you can see Campbell Bagshaw cuts the ball off to keep Mia Scott out of scoring position.
So it's the number 3 hitter, Vivi Martinez. Reached on the fielder's choice. Nice play from Ashlyn Anderson. Taking up the middle. Good stop from Rozak over to second to get the lead runner. Kansas playing some good defense on the infield.
They are. That's a great play by Rozak. The ball goes up the middle. She backhands it and gets it to Kripe as quick as possible.
So one away now for Reese Atwood, who hit a monster home run in the third inning.
Atwood just does such a nice job of staying even keel. You really don't see her demeanor change whatsoever in the fourth spot.
Runner goes. Good read from Martinez. We saw that ball was low and took off for second base.
Yeah, Martinez does a nice job. It's off speed. She sees it's going to be in the dirt the whole way, and with no hesitation, she takes second base.
So an RBI opportunity for Atwood, who's already driven in 2. 3-0. First base open. Do you dare challenge her here?
I don't know. It's 3-0. If I was Kansas, I'd be smart here. We'll see if she has the green light.
Hit hard to center field. Price watches it fly. Second home run for Reese Atwood, and 2 more RBIs.
Without a doubt, Reese Atwood has the green light on the 3-0 pitch. And she takes advantage of it. It's elevated right at the belt. It's a good piece.
Doing most of the damage. This is Alyssa Washington. 0 for 2 on the day. Couple of flyouts. Backhanded by Rozak. Nice play at second base. 2 away.
Rozak showing the leather this inning. Another good backhand play. She stays down on that hard hit ball. Makes the play for out number 2 in the inning.
That brings up Katie Stewart. Walked in the second inning. Flew out in the fourth. Outside 2-0. Shea misses outside 3-0. Four-pitch walk to Katie Stewart. Joey Mitchell will step to the plate. She singled in the second, flew out in the fourth.
Yeah, Yeah, and DeRoche just really needs to focus on working ahead in counts here, not getting behind, finding the zone.
Strike called. Outside 1-1. On the ground, Kripe will stick on second base to end the inning. Mac Morgan of Texas.
Yeah, and Morgan's really just done a nice job. She stayed inside a lot, but does go outside when she can, uses her defense, has eliminated the walks. I don't believe has one yet on the day. And
3 strikeouts. She did make a mistake to Haley Kripe, who took it over the wall. Zach struck out in the second inning. One and two now. Mia Scott scoops it up, throws the first, one away.
The center fielder, Angela Price.
Mia Scott does a nice job there. I'm not sure if she saw it go in her glove, but the ball definitely found her glove. She stays down on it and makes the out at first.
I think that's the international language for I found one there.
Yes.
Angela Price grounded back to Mac Morgan in the second inning. Too low, 1-1. Two and one, and Atwood would like a word with her pitcher.
You see Mac Morgan looks over. Atwood goes and pays a visit to her. Morgan goes over and gives the pitching coach, I believe, and Patty Ruth Taylor a thumbs up just to make sure they're all on the same page.
Message received. Two and two. Price slaps it foul. Quick reflexes by one of the photographers down that right field line. Duck out of the way. 3-2. Inside, Angela Price draws a walk.
It's a good at bat by Angela Price. She battles back, 3-2 count, and draws the walk.
Division I Pitcher of the Week back in early April. pitch. Presley Limbaugh off of the ball. Or excuse me, a strike. 0-1. That one misses. 1-1. Two and one now to the KU leadoff hitter. Limbaugh with a single back in the first inning, scored a run on the triple from Haley Kripe. Slap foul. Good stop from Reese Atwood behind the plate. Full count.
Reese Atwood potentially saves a runner from advancing there. Good job by her to keep that ball in front. Limbaugh might have taken one off the shin there, and that never feels good. We'll see if
Jones, our home plate umpire, asked him if she needed a moment. She said, fine.
You'll see here if Chet comes back inside.
Back-to-back walks. And Kansas has two aboard.
Yeah, if you're Kansas, you're right where you want to be, 2, 3, 4. Texas hasn't had a walk all game until this inning. They're only 2 walks. You'll see if they could take advantage and maybe get some of these runs back.
Ainsley Linduff. 0 for 2. Looks at ball 1. Down low, 2-0.
You see Check actually called time, but Patty Ruth Taylor didn't take much time either to come out. Check struggling to find the zone. She's been so...
There's a strike, 2-1. It's 2-2. Inside, Linda folds back. Full now. 2 aboard, 1 out. Kansas down 6 runs. There's 3 straight walks now to load the bases.
That pitch was awful close. You see Check there kind of shaking her head. She definitely thought it was a strike. It could go either way, but we have bases loaded with Lyric Moore at the plate. Nowhere you'd rather be right here in this moment.
Lyric Moore looks at strike 1, looking for her first hit of the series. Ball gets away from Check. Angela Price took a couple of quick steps home. Alyssa Washington on it quickly. 0-1 pitch. Pounded into the ground foul. 0-2. Texas defense in at the corners. On the ground, it's going to be a tough play. Over to first in time. Strong throw from Mia Scott. That will bring home a run.
You see Texas continues to go inside on Moore. She gets around that ball. It's a little dribbler. Price comes in to score. Mia Scott makes a great play. Kansas gets one on the board.
Here's Haley Kripe. Who's had a heck of a day. High in the air. Martinez calling it and makes the grab. Facing Savannah DeRoche. Ball one. DeRoche misses outside. 2-0. Two and one. The Texas center fielder.
Henry has some pop. She can lay down a bunt as well. She showed bunt in almost all of her at-bats and keeps Kansas on their toes.
Just misses outside. 3-1.
You see Lyric Moore. She's working for her pitcher, trying everything she can to get that call, and just misses.
Up high, and Henry draws leadoff walk. Bella Dayton, the number 9 hitter, steps in. She drew a walk in the 5th, scored a run.
Henry is 19 for 22 on stolen bases this year.
There she goes. Throw from Lyric Moore. Not in time.
She wasted no time there. I couldn't even get it out hardly, and she was already on the move. Really just a great jump. Lyric Moore has a great arm behind home plate, but
bunt laid down. Spins back foul. Swing and a miss. That one gets past Lyric Moore. And Henry will go to third. Just misses outside. 2-2.
yeah, that's a great miss by DeRoche. Right where you want to be on a 1-2 pitch. It's what you really call river there, which is in the middle of the batter's box line and home plate.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Savannah DeRoche.
And you see she really just lives in the river there too. Exactly what I was talking about, just on the outs or the inside part of the plate. And nice pitch by DeRoche.
It goes back to the top of the Texas lineup. Ashton Maloney. Scored a run in the 5th. after striking out but reaching first base. Infield single in the third inning. Over to first base. Throw comes home. Not in time. Caden Henry was there in a hurry.
She got her foot in there quick. She slid directly into the base. The tag was on the back. She beats the throw from Campbell Bagshaw.
So still one down. Maloney at first base. And Mia Scott, who's had 2 singles today, driven in a run. We saw her home run power on Friday night. Two and 0 to the third baseman. Two and 1.
Mia Scott wasn't sure if she agreed with that one.
Down low, 3 and 1.
If you're DeRoche, you have to be careful here. These hitters for Texas have been so good at taking advantage of hitters' counts.
Takes that one to left field, but foul. Ashton Maloney was moving. I tell you, it's gotten overcast and a little windier, and it's got a little chillier, I think, as the day's gone on.
Yes, it definitely has gotten a little gloomy here.
Full count now to Mia Scott. Kripe gloves it. Throw to first is not in time, but the Jayhawks scored the second out.
That pitch is down. Good job by Haley Kripe.
So there's Vivi Martinez. But on a couple of times with fielder's choices, scored a run in the third. Strike called. One and one. Up the middle. Ozak to second base, and the Longhorns are retired. Coaching all around the country. See a lot of it in our area as well, as Olivia Bruno steps in to lead off the 6th inning for the Jayhawks.
Really, two of some of the most successful head coaches right here on this field today, and Mike White and Jennifer McFalls.
Popped up. Katie Stewart gloves it. One away.
The first baseman, Campbell Bagshaw.
Campbell Bagshaw with a single in the 2nd inning. Her 3rd hit of the series. Strike called.
You see Czech struggle to find the zone coming in from the Leaf last inning, but she comes out this inning with a little different mindset, trying to get ahead of hitters.
That's another pop-up. Alyssa Washington handles that one 2 away. I think we're going to see September Flanagan grab a bat here.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Kansas, number 12, September Flanagan.
Hitting for Ashlyn Anderson. With 2 away here in the 6th. Looks a ball 1.
She saw the ball well in the midweek against Missouri State this week. Her first hit, which was a home run.
Looks a strike 1. Freshman of Morrison, Oklahoma. And she stays hot. Base hit.
She does a nice job there of keeping her hands inside the ball, driving it up the middle.
Sophia Bizarre has grabbed a bat as well. It looks like she's going to hit for Sarah Rozak.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Kansas, number 17, Sophia Bizarre.
Foul back. Down to the count now, 0-2.
2 really aggressive swings right off the bat. She does have power. I've seen her clear the building in right field before. She'll have to shorten up and see what she can do here.
1-2. Foul back. Zart hanging tough. 1-2. Martinez at short. Strong throw, and the Jayhawks are retired. Kansas leaves 1 aboard. I think Texas is going to have a pinch hitter as well.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Texas, number 5, Jordan Whitaker.
Jordan Whitaker, senior from Jacksonville, Texas. Savannah DeRoche in on relief. Casey Hamilton started the game for Kansas. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Whitaker takes a hack there, and she does have power.
Really wide stance. Her left foot is almost out of the batter's box as she steps in.
Yeah, as long as that toe is on the white chalk, it can be that far out. See, that could be a timing mechanism potentially. Kind of when she loads, she then comes into her stance.
Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch from DeRoche.
That's a really good off speed by Savannah DeRoche. That ball stays down in the zone.
So 2 away for Katie Stewart. Pair of walks today. Strike from DeRoche.
Really, Savannah DeRoche has done a nice job coming in relief, keeping these Texas hitters off balance up until this point.
Just outside, 2-1. Hard but foul. 2-2. Full count now. Out of play.
You can see
Katie Stewart wants to check her new bat, yeah.
Yeah, she kept looking at her bat. She called time. You can see they're peeking at the barrel here. I wonder if it's cracked or... Before the game, the umpires check all of the bats. They have to stay within a number, and until the series is over, they will remain with that bat, so it cannot be used the rest of the series.
Did you ever have a favorite one go down?
That is never a good thing if your bat goes down. I'm so superstitious. I guess I would make another one work. You can't swing without one.
Right. Going up with something, right?
Right.
Oh, another pinch hitter for the Longhorns here.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Texas. Number 44, Katie Simmons.
Katie Simmons. Junior grabs a bat. So I'll ask you, when you see number 44, who do you think of? It's a generational thing, isn't it?
Must be.
Our producer, Curtis Lorenz, whispered in my ear, Reggie Jackson, 44, Reggie Jackson. That was our era. New York Yankee great. Two and 0 to number 44. Hit hard into center field. Angela Price, look out there, Shorty. Into the camera platform. A 2-run bomb. And the Longhorns increase their lead to 11-3.
Simmons does a great job there. She capitalizes on a pitch, and you see we test the cameraman's ability. They step out of the way to avoid it. Just want to make sure they're up there and paying attention. She's smiling.
That was Kelly. Okay, I thought that was one of the Lorenz girls. (11-3) now to Caden Henry. Or excuse me, yeah, we've got another pinch hitter, Ryan Brown, for the Longhorns. Nothing better than a pinch hit home run, is there?
Absolutely not. That's exactly what you want to see.
Wait all day for your opportunity and make the most of it.
It's her second home run of the season. Ryan Brown has had 8 at-bats. One of those is a home run.
Swing and a miss. Top of the 7th is over, but
we've got 11 coming back into the Texas, 44 going to first base, 21 coming back in, and number 3 is going to be the LP.
Your attention, please. It's hitting and leading off from the Jayhawks. Number 7, Cole Stafford.
Stafford takes the ball from Estelle Check.
Freshman from Bentonville, Arkansas. Has 4 at-bats on the year.
Popped up. Check calls for it and makes the play, 1 down. It looks like Addison Purvis has grabbed a bat as well.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Kansas. Number 99, Addison Purvis.
Purvis facing Check. Lefty and lefty.
You see Jennifer McFalls is trying to give some other hitters some at-bats. Purvis has served as a DH in some points in the season.
Two and one. Popped up. Drifting out of play. Purvis is down the left field line. Good effort. Make sure Bella Dayton's okay. I'll tell you what, an 11-3 game in the bottom of the last inning, and Bella Dayton's playing it like it's the conference final. Great effort.
Looks like she's having a blast out there. She gives it her all to try to get the second out. Great effort.
Full count now to Purvis with one down here in the bottom of the seventh. Texas trying to wrap up the series. Strike three called. And Emma Tatum is going to come in for Kansas as well.
Purvis thinks that ball's up in the zone. I always say, don't let the umpire decide for you. That's really, really close.
Emma Tatum hitting for Linduff. I think that got her. Abby Carsley has grabbed a bat as well.
Emma Tatum squares to bunt there, and you just see that pitch gets her on the shin.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Kansas, number 28, Abby Carsley.
Strike called.
Carsley does have pop. In the last series against Oklahoma, we watched her hit one to direct center field.
On the ground to short. Martinez up with it quickly. And that's the ball game. Texas wraps up an 11-3 victory and assures a series victory.
Kansas softball is back in action tomorrow for the series finale against Texas right here.